I'm playing around with the lighting, but welcome. My name is Crystal. I'm a Filipino conscious creator, and I just felt called to do this little sit down, get to know me video. Well, actually, I was supposed to work out. I just got home from work. Well, recently my routine, I get home from work at 7:30, and then I start my workout at 8:30 to 9:30. I work out for an hour, but I don't know. It's a Monday, so I'm being called to rest. And yeah, I've been thinking of making this video for a while now because I've always liked to talk about these things to myself. I live alone, so I don't have anyone to talk to, and this deserves to be a sit-down video because I want to talk about a lot of things. And I actually stopped journaling because I just have a lot of crap to talk about, and sometimes it gets so overwhelming to write them all. So this is just me freestyling. I don't have any script, whatever. I do have an outline. I have an outline ready. Just to give you a bit of context, I am 23 years old. I just graduated college last year, July of 2024, and I am a fresh graduate feeling lost in my 20s, which is, I feel like, inevitable. I don't feel unique at all, to be able to be experiencing this. I'm pretty sure almost everyone who graduated college, like, this is a prerequisite to the adulting life. And it just so happens that I get to document mine. So maybe in this part, I'm gonna talk about me being a fresh grad, feeling lost in my 20s. So as I've mentioned, I graduated college in July. I took communications. I've always loved being creative, and I felt like the degree program of, communications, it's the melting pot of everything that I liked. Media, film, writing, reading, research, and everything creative. 2 weeks after graduating, I was so pressured to look for a job because everyone else around me, my batchmates, my friends were like, I feel like they were already getting job offers, and I was just not in the right headspace to look for one, because I really wanted to enjoy what being responsibility free, what being a human should experience. I don't know if that's making sense, because studying for freaking more than a decade, and then suddenly all of these academic workload getting stripped off of your responsibilities, it's just like you're in that gray area. You know what I mean? Like, it's so hard to articulate because I'm not exactly a great speaker, but I'm trying my best to say it in such a way that you can look into my brain. But so I got pressured. 2 weeks after graduation, I was scrolling my ass off of all these job application sites. Got my first job October of 2024, which was 3 months ago, and it's shit. The pay is good for a fresh grad, but I don't feel fulfilled. I feel very empty. I believe that this is not my purpose in life. This is not the reason I was born into this reality, into this world. I feel like a robot. So right now I feel very hopeless. Cause, oh, by the way, my job is, I'm a writer slash AI trainer. So we train AI models by writing human written prompts. So it's not exactly the, dream job that I've always hoped for. Because I never really had a dream job, really. Like growing up, people would ask me, what's your dream job? And I would not respond because I never knew what I wanted. Kids my age were answering that question by saying, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a nurse, I want to help people, I want to heal people. But like me, I think the realest answer that I ever came up with to that question was I really wanted to be a commercial model for a skincare brand. I was in 6th grade, by the way. Like I told people, oh, my dream is to become a TV commercial model just like Julia Barreto. She's a famous celebrity in the Philippines, and she uses the same exact like skincare facial wash brand. Like I never really had, I don't have a dream job, and I don't know if that's miserable, because if I don't have a dream job, then I don't have any clue on what my purpose is. Maybe that's the reason why I'm making this video, because I want to find what my purpose is. And there was this one video that I watched earlier. This man, in his video, he basically said you have to stop consuming and become a creator yourself. And he mentioned that he used to be a Domino's worker. In essence, he was saying that in that job, he felt like the purpose of his job was the purpose of the owner of Domino's. You know what I mean? But it's not exactly his purpose. I feel like that applies to, basically to the corporate system as a whole. Because right now, I am just an employee for a company. Maybe that's true. Maybe the CEO of my company's purpose is to help people with like digital solutions, client solutions and stuff like that, by making us, train these generative AI models, which would be helpful in the future. I don't know about helpful. That's just not my purpose. I don't even know if someone's gonna watch this video. I just really want to talk about this. I've been feeling very lonely and sad recently, and I am too shy to talk about this to other people. That's why I'm posting this on YouTube, where the possibility of like 20 million people could watch this, but I'm going off script. The man in the video also mentioned that if you consume something, become a creator of that thing. Does that make sense? I feel like the way I understood it is, for example, I really like consuming these types of videos on YouTube. So I'm gonna become a creator myself, and everything else will follow. But I don't know. Every day I go to work feeling more and more unmotivated, and at my first month, I actually thought that maybe the reason why I don't feel fit for my current work is because I'm not getting creative. This is a very routine-based work where we write, this certain amount of prompts every day, and we have to like hit those quotas. I don't know. I've dreamed about job hopping, even though I'm only 3 months employed, and that would be very bad for my resume. But I dreamed about job hopping to a different role, maybe something more creative, something more in line with beauty brands, maybe PR work. But I would realize at the end of the day, I'd still be somebody working for somebody, and maybe that's their purpose and not mine. And I would still feel unmotivated once that realization hits, you know what I mean? Like, I just can't find my purpose. I don't know. What is my purpose? What do I like to do? I like giving advices to people. Honestly, I don't know if I'm sucking my own dick. Sometimes I make good influences to my close friends who need help. Like, if they need an advice, I feel like I can guide them in the best way that I can. I like making art. I draw a lot. What else? I like colors. I like the anatomy of fruits. The reason why I have this small strawberry tattoo, it's shitty, but that is a strawberry. I like decorating my house. This is not a house. I like writing, but I don't love it. Is journaling considered writing? Obviously. I like watching a lot of films. You can check my Letterboxd. I like singing. Do I like talking to people? I don't. When I was in college, for this college entrance exam thing, you actually get to answer like an assessment of which type of personality are you. And I don't know how rare this is, but my score was in between ENFP and INFP. So I'm not sure what type of personality I have, but I feel like I'm more INFP now. But sometimes I also feel like I'm an ENFP. The E in ENFP is extrovert, and then INFP is introvert. So recently I've been doing a lot of things that are more internal, so I feel like I'm more INFP. I might be understanding it wrong, but maybe I can show you what my art looks like. The proportions are so off because like the camera is flipped on my end. Yes. You know what? Actually, I wanted to become a tattoo artist because I wanted to make money. Because I have a friend, she's a tattoo and piercing artist, and she makes good money. And I wanted to be mentored by her. But of course it's gonna be a process. Like, it's not easy money. It's not like you buy a freaking tattoo pen and get a client instantly. Like, no. And people are gonna pay you instantly, no. So I just realized I just want abundance. I want an abundance of love, of time, of freedom, of like every freaking good thing this world has to offer. Is there a job that perfectly fits those descriptions? I feel like this constant feeling of emptiness and the constant chasing for something more is not gonna end. If I switched jobs right now and I'd be doing a totally different role, I would still probably feel like I have to chase something more. And I don't know what that is, but I don't know. But maybe once I get the answer, that would be my purpose. This past year, I really locked in, did all of the spiritual awakening stuff you could ever imagine. I meditated a lot. I went to therapy, psychosocial therapy. Wait, like counseling. I don't know if that's the same thing, but I had a counselor. Tarot readings. I learned more about tarot readings, tarot cards, my angel numbers. I joined spiritual communities online. I really wanted to connect more with myself, to know more about myself, but majority of my time in a day is always dedicated to looking for something more and just looking for that oomph, you know. Like, I'm a very creative person, but I just can't find my passion project. I don't even know how to end this, because if you clicked on this video thinking that you would get clarifications, you would get an answer because you're also experiencing the same thing, I'm sorry, but this is not the perfect video for you. I don't know if I'll be doing this regularly, but really my goal of doing this video is I want to create. I want to be a conscious creator. So I'm creating this video. Maybe someone out there will be able to relate and maybe give me an answer. I've also thought about starting a business, but I can't do that right now because I'm only 3 months in. I don't have a lot of savings yet. It's just too risky, and I can't risk everything I have right now. What I have right now is a stable job, but oh my god, it is so not fulfilling. Every day I go to work, I want to, honestly, every time I go to work and sit down and start my tasks, I always tell myself, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? I am a dust in the universe, and I'm stressing over this. I'm working my ass off for someone I don't even know. It's so crazy. I have a question. Is me wanting to live in a big farm with animals and plants and flowers and trees and having the time of my life and just picking fruits and flowers and planting trees, milking cows, is that enough of a reason to call it a purpose? Because if yes, then I would love to have that purpose. I'll probably end this video right now. Yeah, I thought making this video would help me answer my question, but no, it's still not a dead end. I still don't have any answers. I still feel very lost in life. Hopefully I get to do more of this. I'm thinking of doing a similar video sit down where I'll talk to you and listen to my story. I'm very inspired to do a glowing down in your 20s, talking about weight gain, hormonal imbalance, feeling uglier in your 20s, your prime years. Yeah. I'll take note of that. In the meantime, this has been Crystal, your Filipino conscious creator, and I signing off. Have a good night. Bye bye.